I'm doing a tag. It's called this or that book tag. I just saw it on LittleBookOwl's channel, so I just thought I would do it too. She said she tagged everybody, so here I am being tagged. So I'm just going to go right to it. Sorry if I'm looking down a lot. My iPad's right here, so I don't have like a computer screen in front of me because I'm in my living room, so just go with it. Number one, audio or book in hand. I've never even listened to an audiobook before. Place I foresee me listening to an audiobook would be in my car, and I really like listening to music in my car, just not trying to think. But so the obvious answer to this question that I'm taking forever on would be book in hand, 100% for sure. Number two, soft cover or hardback. Now for just the prettiness and just I just like the size of hardbacks and like, you know, the prettiness and the durability, I definitely pick hardback. But for fundage purpose, money purpose, I definitely pick paperback because this book is $18 where I can get a paperback for $10. So it's whatever. It's whatever you choose. Buy a hardback if it's on sale. If it's a paperback, whatever. I don't know. It's a tie. There's my answer. Number three, fiction or nonfiction? Fiction. I've read nonfiction before. I like to read biographies. I read the Tina Fey biography. I want to read the Ellen DeGeneres biography. I mean, I've read them before. I've read other nonfiction books, but obviously fiction is my number one go-to. Or fantasy or real life issues. This is a tie. I like contemporary and I like fantasy. I don't know which one I favor more. It depends on my mood. Like, I just finished a fantasy book last night, and so I'm reading a real life, like, contemporary book now. So it just depends. I like to switch it up. I don't like to keep on one genre too long. But overall, I think I would go with fantasy just because I've read and I own a lot more. So I think that would, I think that it wins by like a sliver. So number five, Harry Potter or Twilight? What kind of question is this? I'm sure some people will answer Twilight, but the answer is Harry Potter, duh, without a doubt. Number six, Kindle, iPad, or other. I picked an iPad. I haven't read a book on this yet, but I can foresee it. Ooh, look at my face, it's all illuminated. I can foresee it being really nice and easy because just the hugeness of this iPad. I'm not trying to brag about this iPad, by the way. I use it for my business. I didn't buy it specifically for my books. Borrow or buy? This is actually a very good question. I just put it in my library video up on my channel, I think a week ago or something like that. And Katie from GrazingPages, which by the way, if you're watching, Katie, hi. I tag you. I tag everyone, but I tag you specifically. Was saying, like, you know, I think she's in the process of getting a library card and everything. And I was talking to her about the pros and stuff of it. I think it is very wise to borrow first, just so you can test out the book. Reading a couple pages of this book, which I borrowed from the library, I see myself liking it. I don't foresee myself loving it, which means I really don't think I want it in my collection. Sorry, that was my phone ringing. So I had to pause it real quick. But what was I saying? Oh crap. I was saying it's a good way to like get books just to try them out, like, because you could like buy a book and not like it at all, and I've had that, and I've sold it because if I don't like it, I don't want to keep it. That's just me. I mean, other people, they just want to have all the books in their bookshelf, which is totally fine. I mean, that's great. Do whatever you want. Like, if you want to keep it, keep it. But if I don't like it, if I'm not going to read it again, or even like be like, oh, I really love that book, no, I'm not going to keep it. I will keep it if I like it, but not that. So, but the good thing about libraries, my answer's kind of both. I do like to borrow and I like to buy. I usually buy books I think I'm probably gonna definitely like. It sounded kind of weird. But it's also, the library's a good way to test books out that you will want to buy after you read them. I've talked about Duff. I got that from the library and I bought it that week because I loved it that much. And I will buy this book, and I just finished this book. It's Jessica's Guide to Dating on the Dark Side. I got it from the library, and I absolutely love this book. And by the way, I think the sequel to this is coming out in freaking 2012 or something. And I know tons of people on Goodreads have already read it. I think it's Jessica's Guide to Ruling on the Dark Side. So if you have it and you want to let me borrow it, I will totally love you for it, because I don't think I can wait until 2012. I want to read the second series of this book. So yeah, if you're watching and you own it, send it on over and I will send it back when I'm done. Anyway, so as I said, I just finished this book and I love it so much I'm going to buy it. So I will do that. If I love the book and I know I'm going to read it again, I will buy it. So it's a good way to test things out. So my answer is like kind of split. I'll buy it if I know I love it. I'll borrow it if I'm just kind of iffy on it. Or actually, I'll borrow anything I can, actually. Whatever my library supplies, I'll try to get it. I know, that's probably the longest answer. Number 8, bookstore or online. I say bookstore. I've bought plenty of books online, but I love bookstore just so you can look at it. You can walk around the bookstore. It's just something about the bookstore that I don't think you can ever replace with online. Number 9, one time or trilogy. This is a tricky one. I'm gonna say trilogy. I love reading books that are just one book and that's fine, but there's something about a sequel to that book that you're so anticipating about it. Number 10, monster read or short and sweet. I'm guessing short and sweet means like kind of lovey, and monster read scary. I kind of leaning to a short and sweet. I like short and sweet books. I like sweet books, but I like monster books too. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to this one is be. Let's just call it a tie. Number 11, starry-eyed romance or full of action. Can I take both? Can I have a book with starry-eyed romance and full of action? I'd pick that answer. But it depends on what type of romance it is. If it's just like boring romance, no. If it's just full of action, I like my books to have a lot of action and a lot of love. Maybe a little less on the love than more of action. Case in point, Divergent was a great book. That book had so much action and it had plenty of love and it kept me on the edge of my seat, as well as The Hunger Games. Those are like the perfect ways to do it. I'm not answering these questions right. I don't know to this answer either. These are hard. That'll be like this or that, this or that. I can't pick this or that. I want the middle. Number 12, curl up in your Snuggie or bathe in the sun. I don't own a Snuggie, and I'm going to be honest, I really don't like curling up with a blanket reading because I get all hot and stuff. I like having, I'm such an OCD person. I like having like a nice open space to read. I like not bathing in the sun where it's hot, but going out in the cool weather and just sitting on the deck and just reading. So I guess if I could, I would probably pick bathing in the sun. That would be me. Number 13, hot chocolate or latte. Oh my gosh, another hard one. It depends on what type of latte it is. I don't like coffee that much, but I do like lattes. But I also like hot chocolate. But I think I like lattes more. I pick latte. Alright, the last question. Number 14, read the review or decide for yourself. I totally read the review first before I buy anything. You should see me in the bookstore. Oh my gosh. You guys know I have a list of books that I always want. The other day I was book shopping, which by the way, a haul is coming up soon. Yes, I have another haul. I can't believe it. But I spent more of my birthday money and I won a lot more books. I don't know how I win so many books. I don't know how. I just enter tons of contests and I just get lucky. So don't think I'm like trying to steal anything. It's just by pure luck. Anyway, when I'm in the bookstore, I'm totally like, if I see a book that kind of interests me, and I'm like, man, I should get this, but I'm like, wait, it could be a really awful book. So I totally Goodreads it's first on my phone. I'm like, if 5 more people gave this a 4 to 5, I'm gonna buy it. So yeah, I do that. I totally check it out, what other people think before I buy. Wraps up my tag. I hope it was a short and sweet. Sorry, my dog's right here. Hi, Colleen. She's still asleep. Anyway, so that wraps up my this or that tag. I tag everyone who wants to do it. Leave a video response because I love watching tags. And I do watch them at the gym. Just yesterday I was watching a Chapter Chicks tag while I was on elliptical because it helped me get off the pain from being on the elliptical. But anyone who wants to do it, go ahead and do it. And I hope to hear from you guys soon. And have a great day. Bye.